What's up, YouTube? So I was going to post videos today of different mags with different rounds. I was going to do it in a certain kind of way with my Byrna LE. Well, today was not my day. I started to make a video and my Byrna LE, when I went to puncture the CO2, I had round after round come out the barrel and just kept coming out. Every time I would put a new CO2. So that was one of the issues. As you guys see, my grip ain't on here. So that prevented me from making some videos with the Byrna LE. So I got to messing around, thinking around what could be causing this. I looked inside the barrel, unloaded. You guys out there want to be smart asses. It was unloaded, no CO2. And I had it loaded before, as I mentioned, and the rounds would fall out. So when I unloaded it, I looked down the barrel with a flashlight and the detents looked fine. So then I looked down here. Everything looked fine from what I could tell. So I figured, well, maybe the balls weren't loaded in the mag right. I don't know. So I went and did it again. Same thing happened. Now, I don't know if what I did solved the problem or if it's something else going on with the Byrna LE I have now. But what I did was I cleaned the barrel out with the cleaner. I used this stuff right here, Gun CLP, cleans, lubricates, protects. No, I do not use this as a lubricant with the CO2 as an oil. Not a good idea. I used it on, I'll show you here. I used it on these gun swab things. This is what I used. This is actually how I clean my guns, you guys. My launchers, all of them. So, and I actually got my Byrna EP here. Unloaded, no CO2. I'm going to show you guys how I clean it. Same thing I do with the Byrna LE. So I use these here, your normal barrel cleaner. I use these here. Some of you guys also asked me how I clean my Byrnas and my other launchers. This is going to show you guys how and what I do. I use these. So getting back to that, I put just a few drops of this stuff here. I'm knocking stuff all over the place. I put a few drops of this stuff on my swab here, or where you want to call it. I call it the swab. And I scraped it and rubbed it down in the barrel. And then after, because this stuff will leave it very lubricated. Trust me, it's slippery. And it smells bad. Wear gloves if you use it. Me, I'm used to it, so I just don't. After that, I took some alcohol on one of these and just swabbed it again down the barrel of my LE, which you guys are going to see me do on the EP. And I dried it up, got rid of all that oil out of there. This stuff here this just helps, seems like it helps a lot to dissolve any residue from your rounds. It works better than just straight alcohol. I don't know why, but it does do something better than alcohol. And then after that, I looked down in the CO2 chamber, which I really never actually noticed before. You know, I'm OCD with my Byrna stuff and all my stuff. And I used there's a lot of different names for these. I use what a lot of people call snakes. This is what I use to, and you'll see me do it on my launchers. They come in very handy, especially with the Byrna, you guys, because you can't, they're hard as hell to take apart. These will give you a good idea of, well, I don't know, whatever issue, if you can figure it out, it'll give you a good idea. In this case, why I like to use this is to see how dirty my barrels are, and then also down by the CO2 seal. It works a lot better close up than trying to tear it all apart or shine a flashlight down there. So I did that, and there was a lot of debris, probably from the CO2 caps. When I say caps, I'm talking about the top part of the CO2 that it punctures. I just call it the cap. That's my little nickname, I call it. CO2 capsule, you could say. And I seen a bunch of, it just looked like grime, like oil. But after using the snake here, I took one of these swabs and went down in there. And I don't know how well you guys can see that on here, but there was a lot of gunk around that CO2 seal. A lot. And then I put a CO2 in and just test fired it once. I put a drop of oil in. By the way, liquid bearings, you guys, this is what I like to use. I believe it's a synthetic. Much better for hot weather, and from my understanding, cooler weather, lasts longer. Better for your seals, for the CO2 seals. Can't remember exactly how, but less lethal defense, aka home wrecker, they sell this. That's where I got this. I've had this bottle since the HD came out, so that tells you how long this stuff lasts. Anyways, getting back to it, I put a CO2 in here. Put a drop of oil on the CO2, put it in, and no problems. So I don't know if it was just low on oil throughout here. I know Byrna, the tech department, did tell me after 4 or 5 CO2s, make sure you put at least 1 or 2 drops of oil in the LE. Something to do with the internal parts in here. Been a long day. So I'm thinking probably the Byrna LE is going to be a little more high maintenance. I don't know. But anyways, I'll make videos with this tomorrow, and hopefully the same issue does not come back. I don't think it will, but if it does, then I know it wasn't a cleaning thing, and I don't know. But with that said, I'm going to show you guys how I clean my Byrnas. This goes for all my launchers, except we're not taking the Byrna apart. Now keep in mind, I don't know if this will void the warranty. I highly doubt it, but what you see me doing, if you do it, that's on you. But I've done it all these years since I had the HD, and I never had an issue with it. So here's my Byrna EP. It's already empty. No CO2. So I'm going to show you guys how I like to maintenance my Byrnas, which is all my launchers, to be honest. Start off with this stuff here, and I'm not sure how dirty this will be, but hopefully it's dirty enough so you guys can see how this stuff works. I just put a couple drops on here, and it's kind of like a pink color, so it's kind of neat because you can see just how much you're getting on there. Got to open it up some more. All right. You don't need much of this stuff, guys. I sometimes overdo it just because I'm wiping it right back out. If you use this stuff, it does smell. Smells like a sweet alcohol type of smell, but it's not good to inhale. But like I said, I know the risk. I'm used to it. So, and also try not to get it on the plastic. I did get some on my plastics before. I never had an issue, but try not to. So I just take this stuff on the pad and I just put it down the barrel. And just go back and forth just to try to scrub it out and get any residue in there from other oil, you know, when you oil your launchers, or, you know, residue from your rounds. They'll scrape and leave some residue behind. You know, pretty much stuff like that. I don't like to use that Byrna brush because I don't want to scratch up the barrel. I'm not sure if it will, but I never cared for that. And it's not all that dirty, but that's the first step of this stuff I use when I clean it out. And then I will just, usually I have alcohol on me right here, right now. I forgot the bottle of alcohol, so instead I'm just gonna use these alcohol wipes, which work. These work great, you guys, to wipe down your Byrna. A lot of you always asked me before how I keep it looking so new, so clean. I use these. You just go on fastenall.com and they're probably called a different name now, but that's where I got these. It was a big roll and now there's hardly anything here left. I can just get this out of here. There we go. So in this case, I'm just going to actually use this for now. Kind of make a little makeshift one because I forgot alcohol, the alcohol bottle. It's that time of night. I just clean it out and try to get all that oil out of there. You don't want your barrel super slippery because, I don't know, I heard different things, like if it's too slippery or whatnot, you know, from too much oil, it won't get much accurate FPS. I can believe that to some extent. All right, and then now what I usually do, if you guys, hopefully you're watching this video through and maybe learning something or gives you ideas. These are those swabs I use. They're basically for like surgery or for, you know, putting dressing on a wound. You can buy a box of these things off Amazon. I don't even know how much. I think it was like $7 or I think 100 of them. That was a while ago. Don't quote me. I don't really know. But we will now use this. Now see, this is the clean one. Same one as this one here I used on my Byrna LE. I'm not sure how well this will come out, you guys, on this part here, but I'm gonna try to see if I can snake it for you guys, and maybe that will show you guys a little bit on there. If I can get it in the picture there. I'm trying to look at 3 things at one time. Might be hard for you guys to see, but you can see some stuff in there, kind of around the sides there. So what we will do is take our oversized Q-tip, and I'm just going to go in there. You guys might not be able to see this part too good, but we will go in there and try to clean some of that out. And it's not that bad, although I am getting some out of there. Compared to my LE, that was really, really filthy. Yeah, I'm getting some out of here. Hopefully it's enough to show on camera so you guys can see. And maybe this will even give you guys an idea, I don't know. Like I said, do this at your own caution. I've been doing it and I never had an issue. I don't think you will, but I cannot tell you that for sure. Because what works for me may not work for you. It's the risk we all take as we watch each other's videos. I always tell it like it is, so I'm gonna always do that with you guys. Okay, so it's not too bad. A little dirty on there around the seal, as opposed to the Byrna LE. This one's the LE, this one's the EP. So that would pretty much be that. Now, some of you asked me how I oil my CO2. This would be the perfect time to show you guys. Again, I use liquid bearings. This stuff is very good. You only need a little bit. It lasts a while. Not so much in the LE, but the EP and SD, it lasts quite a while. I could probably go through, I don't even know, 2-3 boxes of 10 packs of CO2 and EP before I need to oil it again. So I'm just going to put a little drop. It don't take much of this, you guys. It spreads out. That probably won't show up very well on there, but and I just take this part and hold it with my finger and put it upside down. This way the oil gets real nice over that seal. And then usually I fire it after with no rounds, or you could use rounds. When I clean them, I use dry fire it off. In this case right now, I will not be firing it because it's late. It's getting late and I had a long day trying to make videos like I planned for you guys, and nothing wanted to work. So that's what I do to clean my launchers, and I will now just load it up and it's good to go. So I don't know, hopefully you guys learned something from that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Kind of a longer video, but yeah, I don't know what else would have been the issue other than lacking oil. Maybe the mechanisms weren't opening and closing properly. I have no idea. I can't explain that. I really don't know, to be honest, but I do know after I did what you guys, I did the same steps I did with my EP just now to clean it. So I do it with my LE, and I didn't have no more balls falling out. And when I say falling out, I mean if this was loaded, it's not, and there's no CO2. When it's on fire, when I pulled it, a round would fall out. It not even fire, it would just roll out the barrel. But yeah, so hopefully you guys, I don't know, maybe learned a few tricks. Oh, one other thing I did forget to do which I'm not even going to bother to do that now. I'll do that tomorrow. Usually I'll take a little bit of Ultra Silk, just a very small dab just to help with the threads, and I'll put a little on there and just rub it around. And I'll just take like a piece of Kleenex or paper towel and just lightly rub around there just so it gets in the grooves there in the threads, and then I'll put it in there just to help save on the threads. I actually forgot to do that, and I do not have a CO2 right now for this one, so unfortunately I won't be doing it on here, but I did have it here to show you guys, and I forgot. Like I said, it's been a long day, you guys, so little different video tonight. Most of you probably aren't interested, that's no problem. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that issue. Love to hear you guys' thoughts, and be some more videos coming soon. Hoping for tomorrow. So as always, guys, God bless, and like, share, subscribe. And almost forgot to tell you, early sometime next week, I'm expecting my concealed carry shadow defensive holster for the Byrna LE. A lot of you have been asking about to see what it looks like. I'm going to have one to show you guys. I'll make videos on that. So God bless, like, share, subscribe, and stay safe.